Mr. Thrival Investing Channel. Tonight, I'm here to talk about a strategy for the Neo Bulls out there. I'm letting you guys know what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so as I was talking about earlier today, in my Neo crash to 30 video, and as I've been talking about earlier this week, Neo is on a crash course right now. It's on a crash course to a new low in recent memory, and we're seeing it gradually just descend. And this morning it was trading at $36 this morning, and right around 6:30 there's quite a big dip down to 35. And I think at 35, that's a psychological number for Neo Bulls. I think that $35 is an awesome buy for Neo. I really felt like it was an awesome buy at this price, but as we've seen today, Neo couldn't hold 35. As a matter of fact, it looks like there was some massive buying throughout the morning and then more selling, And when I see downtrends like this, I automatically start thinking about manipulation, like whether or not there are some bigger players out there, the guys with the big bags who decide to sell stocks in order to profit from this, the shorting of companies in order to make profits. So I feel like Neo is getting caught up in that, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. It's been going on for a very long time, and we don't really have any way to fight back. Not as retail investors, we don't have the capacity to fight back. So we have to start thrive, and sometimes you got to make some drastic decisions, man. Either you really do your research on a company that you have conviction with. And I have conviction with Neo. I believe Neo is a great company. I think about Tesla. I think about how Tesla was $80 a share at one point in time, and then it blew all the way up to over $1,000. And I was thinking, darn, man, I really should have bought that when it was $80. That would have been great, right? Well, Neo is that company to me. I think that Neo is the Chinese equivalent of Tesla. I really do. So I'm feeling like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and double down. As you can see right here, I'm going to go ahead and double down. I have a limit buy right now, because I'm feeling like Neo's going to go down to, it might go down to $32, guys. I've been talking about it. I said, don't be surprised, man. When Neo hit 30, I don't know. It might hit 30, but if it hits 32, I'm going to go ahead and buy it. But if it hits 30, I'm going to buy some more. So I got to have a strategy. I really got to have a strategy. So what I'm going to do is I set my limit buy for $32, and I might actually change that. I might actually change that. Now, I'm thinking that I might have to just go ahead and hold on, go ahead. I might have to go ahead and just change that a little bit, because I'm thinking it's at 33.93. I think that in the morning there's going to be a bit of a dip, but there could possibly be a raise in the price. We don't know. Personally, I think it's going to be a dip, so I'm going to go ahead and get 40 shares. Let's just go ahead and do 40 shares. I think that's a good price, right? I'm going to go ahead and do 40 shares, right? Let's go ahead and do my limit buy. I'm going to say about $32.50. Let's just go ahead and do that. That's going to be fun. Let's do 40 shares. Let's get the limit buy going right now. Let's just go ahead and get that going right now. Because I do believe that Neo is going to go down to $32.50. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on it, but I'm telling you guys, I think it's going to happen. You know why I think it's going to happen? Because it's happened before. You know why it happened before? Because the overall market was getting crushed, particularly the growth sector was getting crushed. Companies like Tesla getting crushed. Let's take a look at Tesla real quick, actually. If this will allow me to see Tesla. Maybe I'll save it for another video. Back to Neo. Here's the point, guys. Basically, there is a overall market attack by the big guys with the big bags. They're attacking the growth sector. They're going all in. They're taking all the money back. That's what they're doing. So what are we going to do? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and double down on NEO because I think that long term, NEO has a lot of potential. I think that long term, NEO could potentially make what the estimates from many analysts is, which is that NEO is going to hit $61 by the end of the year, which is pretty good for me. $61, that's pretty good for me. That's doubling up. That's doubling up from this point right here. If it hits $32, my price target by the end of the year is $61. I'll go with the analysts. They say $61. I'm going to go with what they say. That's awesome because then I would double my money. I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is how you should thrive in the stock market. You got to watch the charts, you know. Look, February 11th, NEO was $60. We get a deep dive all the way down, $35. I remember on this day it got as low as 32, and we can see it kind of go up and go down and go up and go down, and now we're down to that point again, and this is a buying opportunity. Remember, guys, red days are buying opportunities for us. Now, depending on your situation, you're really going to have to think about the long-term ramifications of your actions. Now, in the short term, I don't think NEO is going to do a whole lot in the short term, but I think maybe in the next quarter, maybe 2 quarters, we can see some results. So I think that if you got it like that, you got the money, you can double down and just forget about it, okay? Now, if you don't got it like that, if your portfolio is really down and you don't got no money, you may have to sell. You may have to cut some losses, so you can recoup it on your taxes at the end of the year. You may have to do that and just go ahead and sell a company that isn't doing the best for you. You can do that and then put it towards something like NEO. You can do that. Now, I'm not telling you this is what you should do. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you that this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be making some moves. I'm going to be cutting some losses, for strategic purposes, cutting some losses and moving up some of that money into NEO. Because I think that NEO is going to, have some short-term success. I think it's going to go up maybe 10% from here, maybe. Maybe we'll make $40 again by the end of the week or maybe next week. But I think long-term we're going to hit $61 because that's what the analysts say. $61. Cool. I'm down with that. Now, the high estimate is over $80, which I'm really down for that. So we're going to find out what's going to happen. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to check in with everybody, let you all know, hey, I'm going through it with you. I know we're all, looking at our portfolios like, dang, man, this is just terrible. It is very terrible, but then again, red days are buying opportunities for us. You can look at it that way, or you can look at it like, dang it, I messed up. I'm never going to get my money back. It's impossible. It's gone forever. No, it's not gone forever. Listen, guys. If you're trying to thrive, sometimes you just have to modify your plan, especially when there's unforeseen circumstances, like a bunch of companies, a bunch of guys with big bags of money, a bunch of billionaires decided they're going to go ahead and sell out on the growth stocks. You know why they're selling out in the growth stocks? Because that's the stocks that retail investors like you and me like to contribute to. We like to invest in those companies because we're investing in the future. The problem is the future is kind of speculative. According to these guys, the future is speculative. And since it's speculative, we really can't say that what you're paying for this company is actually what the company is worth. So if you're willing to invest in it for the future, you can do that. But just know and understand that we're going to take full advantage of you by selling out whenever the heck we want. So the response that I have to that is I believe in NEO. And since I believe in NEO, I'm going to keep on buying. I'm going to make some strategic moves, okay? I'm going to have to reduce some other positions to free up some capital, okay, so I can move it over into NEO. Now, if NEO hits $32.50, I'm going to go ahead and let that limit order execute. Let it go ahead and buy it up, and if it keeps on dipping, I'm going to keep on adding shares, I'm going to keep on adding shares. I'm going to add shares all the way down because I fully expect for NEO to go all the way back up. And that concludes another evening. That concludes another round of NEO updates and just letting you guys know what I'm planning on doing. So I wish you all well. And remember, guys, if you're going to thrive in the stock market, if you're going to survive and thrive in the stock market, you got to remember, man, there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. It happens, man. It's part of the game. It's part of the quest. There's going to be losses. But just remember, when you move those losses into a winner, it's only a matter of time before it all comes roaring back.